So Meta threatens to exit Nigeria after a 290.3 data privacy fine, which means Facebook, Instagram may leave Nigeria soon. Meta, a US-based social media giant, the parent company of Facebook, Instagram and WhatsApp, has been hit by a $290.3 million fine by Nigerian government. But why? This is because the Nigerian government has accused Meta for violating National Data Protection and Consumer Rights Law via its Facebook and WhatsApp platform. I know you are wondering, what data privacy are they talking about? Okay, wait, let me explain this to you. Have you ever typed a message to a friend about a wristwatch you loved, and boom, you go on Instagram, you go on Facebook, and you are seeing a targeted ads toward that particular wristwatch, and you are seeing wristwatch on your on your advertisement? You might be wondering, how did they get the information? However, this information are supposed to be kept private by Meta. So Meta leverage on this particular information to send ads to you. So before we dive deeper, welcome to Tech for Growth with Akamu Abraham. I am a visual storyteller talking about tech, business, investment, skill growth, and don't forget to click on the subscription button to join me every Sunday by 9 to 10 p.m. as we educate ourselves. So without further ado, follow me as I follow tech. So the company Meta has warned that it may shut down its operations following a tribunal ruling operation in Nigeria, following its ruling that held a $220 million fine imposed on them in July 2024. In addition to this fine, the Federal Competition and Consumption Protection Commission (FCCPC) ordered Meta to pay $35,000 fine to cover the cost of investigation. Also, other Nigerian agencies also levied penalties, with the Advertisement Regulation Council of Nigeria (ARCON), which also fines Meta $37.5 million fine, and also Nigerian Data Protection Commission is also demanding $32.8 million fines, bringing all the total fines to $290.3 million fine, all by Nigerian government. So here are the breakdown of the fine. Tribunal ruling $220 million, FCCPC $35,000, and also ARCON $35.7 million fine, the Nigerian Data Protection Commission. So bringing all the fine to a total of $290.3 million fine, all by Nigerian government. So following this initial fine in July, a WhatsApp spokesperson said via email, "We disagree with this decision as well as the fine. Nigeria, with over 164.3 million internet subscriptions as of March, according to Nigerian Communication Commission, remains one of the Meta's largest users bases. The company's platform, Meta, are one of the most used in the country. So which means the applicant may be forced to effectively shut down the Facebook and the Instagram service in Nigeria in order to mitigate the risk of enforcement measures," Meta said in court filing. Meanwhile, Meta faces similar regulatory pressures in Europe, where the European Union fined Meta €200 million for its controversial pay or consent policy that breached the data privacy rules on Facebook and Instagram. And also there are a couple of other demands from Nigerian government. So let's listen to this couple of demands. First, Nigerian government wants Meta to seek prior approval before transferring personal data out of the country. Number two, it wants specific icons added to educational videos, which is not bad. And number three, it also wants a list of unfair practices. This list entails the way Meta processes data which could be harmful to Nigeria, of which it is very fair, and I love that. They want a list of that. In short, Nigeria is cracking the whip, and unsurprisingly, Meta is not happy. It says the demands are quite unrealistic, so Meta challenged this in court and it failed. Now it must pay the fine. The deadline is the end of June. So if Facebook and Instagram packed up, I am so sorry. So guys, be ready for another platform. But the company has not given up yet after losing a legal bid. Meta has put out a threat. It says it may shut down Facebook and Instagram in Nigeria, and this threat has fueled the flame. And the Nigeria Competition Authority has come down hard on Meta. They say the company is trying to pressure the government and even accuse Meta of blackmail just to avoid paying the fine. They also made it clear threatens to leave Nigeria doesn't mean Meta can escape its responsibility. So far, Meta haven't responded, but let's be honest, this threat to leave is likely just a bluff. These are the reasons why I said this particular threat can just be a bluff. First, Nigeria is not the only country talking on Meta. Government all over the world, from India to South Korea, France, Australia, have fined Meta breaking rules. Just recently in Australia, Meta used the same playbook. After getting fined, it threatens to remove a feature from Facebook. But in the end, that didn't happen. The threat was just empty. Meta has paid a huge fine before, like the $1.4 billion fine it paid last year in Texas for using people's biometric data without permission. Now Nigeria is taking action too. Secondly, why I say this particular threat can just be a bluff is because Meta needs Nigeria more than it wants to admit. Nigeria is Africa's most populated country and it has over 164 million internet users. That's a huge online community. Facebook is most commonly used on social media app in Nigeria, and it's not just for chatting. It helps thousands of small businesses connect with their customer. If Meta pulls out, it is not just Nigerians who will lose. Meta will be walking away with massive market, which will hurt the business too. And thirdly, why I say this particular threat can just be a bluff is because this isn't just about Nigeria, it is a global trend. Big tech companies like Meta, Google, Apple, Amazon, and TikTok are also facing more rules and tighter controls. Just last month, the European Union fined Meta and Apple a total of $800 million fine in their region. Government everywhere are holding these companies accountable, but instead of solving the problem, Meta is picking fights with countries like Nigeria and trying to avoid its consequences.